Hey, Wagwan people, welcome to Afrique 24, your 24-hour YouTube channel. And of course, we are the number one YouTube channel in the country. We bring you each and everything that is happening in the world of sports. And today, as you can see there from my ticker there, and you can see from my lower third, Spurs are finally European champions. And for many of them, it's a dream come true for them to finally lift the prestigious trophy and become European champions. The road for them, it has had some mixed reactions. There are times when we thought Spurs were going to be out of the competition. For example, when they played Frankfurt and they drew at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and they people never thought they were going to win the away match again. The away match which was going to be played in Germany, but luckily they were able to sneak a 1-0 victory, and which helped them, and they progressed. We will do a video about the journey, the Spurs journey to where they are. Wewe Kelong in the building. Hey
Good
Kelong,
evening,
good
Alex.
evening to you. Rada we mzee.
Hivi bana, nimechoka hata kulala bwana. A
Yeah,
successful hate watch.
it's a quick one, man. There to we react to the game. First of all, Kelong, this has been a final of the Mad Brothers. So, what do you think about the game? Because for me, so there were minimal chances. I thought United did not create enough. I thought Spurs were very lucky because of the goal, and they didn't do much offensively. So, like it has been a boring final for me to watch. What about you?
Yeah. It's sad that we spent 90 minutes watching this crap because you you see how the game went on. It was basically two teams who don't know how to play football. It's like watching even under 18s play better. It was like watching under 12s playing football. It was a boring match, but yeah, nothing. Manchester United don't know how to play football. Arsenal, Tottenham on the other hand, they
Your mic is on mute, Kelong. Your mic is on mute.
oh sorry. I'm saying Manchester don't know how to play football. Like really, they need to sell the whole squad. Then Spurs Spurs, I can give them a bit of grace, but on the back line, they have a shaky defense. And although Vicario made some good saves, he's also very poor in set pieces and almost gave Manchester a goal. It was Van der Ven who did a
Yeah,
goal and
Van.
clearance.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Tottenham Hotspurs are in the Champions League. My goodness, that's crap. And they're 17th in the league. But either way, they deserve it. First European trophy since 1963. I'm hearing they were the first team actually to win a European trophy in England. So, yeah. And since then, they have not won anything. So, yeah, good. Congratulations to them. And Manchester United. Any fan from that team should stop watching football and start learning how to support or to watch golf or cricket. Those are because football will not cut it for them. As of now, one of the crappiest teams in the world. And they got lucky, by the way. Tottenham Hotspur, we could say they were lucky in the sense that they got easy fixtures. But Manchester United, they had tough fixtures, by the way. And they should have been eliminated quarterfinals by Leon made a mistake, got a red card, and conceded two lucky goals. So, yeah, Manchester United don't deserve to win this game. They really don't. And the gods of football and the world is at peace now in that Manchester United have lost.
Okay, along on that Manchester United issue, uh, and I know right now Amorim is still new. We can say most of the things that are happening are not his fault. But do you think he will be sacked?
With a serious team, I don't think Amorim can do anything better because he will demand a lot of money. Uh, he will have to rebuild the team, but his formation, like the 3-5 something, I don't think it still works in the Premier League. And they're trying to possess the game, put the ball to the wings, then cross it. You need to overhaul the whole team if they are going to change anything. But for me, I don't think Amorim is really cut for this job. If Manchester United, if Manchester United is a serious team, fire this guy, get a good coach. But we, as the Manchester haters, we are happy with Amorim as a coach because we are going to eat good.
Okay, Kelong, and still on the managerial issue, I have seen some Spurs fan on the internet saying that despite Anja, whether he won it or not, okay, now he has won it. They said they wanted him to be sacked because I think Spurs have 21 losses in the league, if not 20. So they were
Yeah,
saying
but,
that
mhm, mhm.
they,
But
they think after winning he still should be sacked.
yeah, you see Spurs and the results maybe don't show the whole picture because at the at least like the whole first 11, there's a point the whole first 11 of Tottenham was injured, right? So it was an unlucky season for them. Everyone was injured, and maybe you can say it is due to the coach tactics because he really wanted them to be really physical, and maybe that had took a toll on their bodies. But maybe you could change that and try to come up with new ideas on how to manage games without players running 24/7. But what I think is that it is unfair to fire Ange Postecoglou because number one, he won the trophy, and he said that I win things on who 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 means his words, I guess, and also uh, I think it's an unlucky season for him with all the injuries that he had. And also, even if you see coming to this match,
Kelong, you're
11,
buffering.
is it on my end or is it on your end?
On my end, you are buffering a bit, but can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, I can hear you. Maybe it's my internet for me.
Yeah, but anyway, it's okay. So, and then Kelong, I have another question for you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. So
Yeah.
I have a question
So
for you, Kelong.
yeah.
Or you are still continue.
Yeah, I was just saying that it was a lucky season for Tottenham with all the injuries. So maybe they will give Postecoglou one more season, I guess.
Okay, so yes, on that issue, from the past few games that we have seen from Spurs, uh, they haven't been playing the high line they usually play, and we can clearly say that today it has paid off in a way. So, Kellogg, is it something that coaches should do that they should be adjusting their tactics according to some games? There are some games where if it's fit you play the high line, and sometimes you switch to maybe playing the normal way or even power play or any tactic. So, is it a matter of coaches switching, or they should just stick to their style of play like Hansi Flick?
I think it depends also with how your team is constituted. If you have players who can execute your manage your style of play, then well, okay, you do that. But uh, if Spurs was playing against a decent team, they could have conceded. To be honest, even if they played their backline was poor. To be honest, and the last 15 minutes of that game was horrible, horrible. It's only that Manchester United don't have the firepower to score. But yeah, sometimes okay, good coaches, especially in the finals, right? You have to switch you have to tweak a bit your mentality. But I prefer the likes of Hansi Flick who stick to their
Philosophy.
philosophy from 0 minute to 90th minute. Remember, there was was it last season, right? When we were playing Tottenham Hotspurs with their high line, and they had 9 men down, and and they were still attacking. I was like, "Who's this coach, man?"
Actually, that day Nicholas Jackson turned into prime R9.
Yeah, he scored a hat trick, man. And I was really interested because they're 10 men. No, they're 9 men, not even 10, and they still play the same philosophy. That was of a stretch, to be honest. But as I said, I love coaches who stick to their plan from their philosophy from the start to finish of the game, and but also we have the likes of experience who will manage. They know how to manage a game, especially in the last dying moments. So yeah. Yeah, but
And
this
then
comes with players and experience, and also I'm sure if Barcelona in the Champions League had experienced players, regardless of the philosophy of the manager, they could just tell the manager, uh, please, we are sorry, but we have to defend this league. We don't have it in us to play another extra minute. Yeah,
so before I welcome Kelong, there is somebody I see Quinto in the stage, but I'm
yeah.
unable to add him because his mic is on mute. So Quinto, please unmute mic yako. Iko on mute. Please unmute your mic so that I can add you to the stage. Otherwise, on my end I am
Uh,
unable.
Wait,
I
how,
think
Alex?
Zalendo, yeah, Cortez.
And you, Mike being mute has nothing to do with being added.
I cannot add him to the stage when it's on mute.
Simpson to mute Mike yake peke yake. He has to be able to
Yeah,
join. He has to be able to join first. Hata haja join.
yeah. So, but I can't blame him because maybe Ajay Tumia StreamYard.
Okay,
Yeah.
sawa. Hey, kelele hakutakuwa nayo. It's safe
Uh,
online. Wadau.
uh, Sasa, Cortez, karibu sana. Wait, question for you guys, Kelong na Cortez. How big was no, not how big. Madison and Kulusevski missing the game. Did it contribute big to Spurs lacking creativity today? Because from their midfield three, there was no creativity. So, how big was a miss was those two players? Cortez,
Yeah,
from
it was
you.
it was really. Can I go? Or coaches will
Yeah,
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. No, no, you can go.
All right, so I think missing the creativity players was a big, a huge loss to Tottenham. But it's Manchester United who, as of now, don't have any identity. They only actually I thought Fernandez could be their best player, but today he was among the worst. Like the only player I saw who played well was Dogu, who was winning every ball.
Yeah,
But
and Genacho coming on tried too.
only for 2 minutes, man. After that, he
At
got.
least alijaribu. Unajua Ahmad has been on for 90 minutes. Me Ahmad, ningekuwa for a Man U guy, me I would have been so mad. Guy.
Yes, so I think, especially Kulasevsky, because Kulasevsky is a powerhouse, he runs and runs and tries to make things happen for Tottenham Hotspurs. So them missing today is a huge blow, but all the same,
I think
Manchester United are useless. they can't uh, they can't take advantage of that.
Personally, I think Ange actually played a mind game. You know why I'm saying that? He used an element of surprise against Manu. Because I think the Manu coach alidhani, oh, you know what, Tottenham and Sisi, we are at this point, we are in the same level, we are like this and that. So I feel like Amorim alidhani, Ange atatumia his best players. So Man U on a regular, mostly Man U actually they are known for parking the bus. So I think this time around, ni kama Amorim aliambia players wake, you know what, guys? Since this guy is gonna play his best players and Tottenham is always attacking and all that, let's not do that. Attached to me, let's use the players that they're not used to, the players that can actually come in and give their best, and like the players that other players they already know their style of play. Because on a draw, like, and I feel like Manu came on with the attack mindset this time around kwa hii game ya leo. And that's why like and that's what I'm saying, like I feel like Ange alitumia tactics. I feel like him leaving these people out was a tactical it was a tactical move. Played his he played mind games against Manu.
Yeah.
Aliona too, like
Mhm.
he's like I'm gonna start with these people who can like defend. I don't care if Manu has the the possession or anything like that, but if it gets to a point whereby like imefika hivyo, then I'll bring on my best players to change the game. However, his tactics in favor because they got the goal and he was like, oh, okay, let's go with it. Let's move with it. Let's continue with how it is right now. And I feel that's how Manu walisomwa like na post Bayange.
Postecoglou.
That was just my take.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you, Cortez. Let me welcome for the first time Fortune
Hey, I
Esikumo.
was like, wait, what's this?
Kwaje bana, the
Cortez.
Quinto bana, Chelsea guy.
Quinto karibu
Hakuna
sana.
Manu hapa.
Mani amedozi bana, ni aje.
Manu got depression, bro. They
Bana,
can't.
kubaya sana.
Ay,
So
pole.
wait, and then you guys as tukikaribia kurap up the show because huku Kenya
It's late.
uh,
It's 2 a.m., right?
past midnight. It's 12:30
Sasa
actually.
sita.
Oh, me, I don't
Yeah.
know that it's 2 a.m. Okay.
So wait, you guys. Quinto mtu wa Chelsea, Kelong mtu wa Chelsea, Cortez Arsenal. As it stands now, Kelong, Chelsea qualifying for Champions League is not in their hands. So my question is, tukikaribia match day 38, wacha tuanze na Quinto because he's new on the show. Karibu sana Quinto.
Shukran.
Which teams are qualifying for the Champions League? Top 5.
Please,
Spurs
tuambie.
ishasil spot.
Kwanza
Liverpool
top-
imesil,
top-
Arsenal imesil.
Top
So
two tuache. Top two
Tena
tuache.
top 2. Nilikuwa nasema
Quinto
So
endelea.
unacheki Chelsea. Newcastle wako na Everton. Hiyo game si rahisi
Watakaliwa.
bana. Si
Watakaliwa.
rahisi. Watakaliwa. Hiyo labda iende draw ama Everton ikule. Alafu hapo Man U. Kitu anaweza pata hapo point ni moja Newcastle. Hiyo ni 67. Alafu tukuja Aston Villa Man U. Aston Villa nao watakula Man U si ati nini. Hiyo
You
nao
waited.
watakula wallahi.
You
Hao
waited.
nao
So where are the other?
wamebisha.
So who are your other 3 teams to go through?
Other three.
Mm.
Newcastle,
Uh-huh.
Aston Villa,
And Chelsea.
Chelsea tunaua.
And Quinto, have you noticed that
Yeah.
Chelsea's away form is very poor?
Yeah,
And they
I
are
was
going
telling
to
him
Forest.
jana hiyo.
Are you so confident Chelsea are going to win?
Hii na tushakule ni sure bet.
Ay, against who?
Nottingham Forest. Forest
I
first leg.
I
You
think
do
First
okay,
leg
Quinto, naelewa as a fan, you want Chelsea to win, but you also have to also put into by the way, if that was Arsenal and I knew that,
not as a fan.
assuming
Not as a fan.
assuming that assuming that ingekuwa Chelsea versus Arsenal and we both want to qualify for UCL. Mi niko na personally mi nitasema it could go either way. I cannot put a sure bet on one of them because they are both fighting.
Yeah, they're both fighting. Like ukiangalia Nottingham
Because they are
Forest
both because they are both fighting for a spot. But however, like I said, had it been at Stamford Bridge, maybe ningepatia Chelsea like a 60% chance, because it's their home. They have the home advantage. They have the fans. They have the atmosphere. But you're at Nottingham, Manze, and Nottingham has not been a walk in the park this season. You need to understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Maybe as I
Huh?
because I want to exit in a few as
Uh-huh.
as my closing remarks answering Alex question. I think the from number 3 to number 7 it's a huge competition,
Very. It's
and
only a difference of 1 point.
yeah, difference one point. So I'm obviously backing my team Chelsea, although
Mm-hmm.
it's a high
Of
game
course.
with Nottingham Forest, but that
Mm-hmm.
will be like a final for us. And Nottingham Forest, if you've seen the last 5 games, they have been out of form,
Mm-hmm.
and and Chelsea coming in as a big composed club team
Mm-hmm.
will
Okay.
put a pressure
If you
pressure
use
on
that,
them.
yeah, it makes sense. Uh-huh.
But now remember the only thing I'm worried about is uh
The form, away form.
Nottingham Forest are a bit physical than Chelsea are.
Chelsea,
So
yes.
that they might bully us. If they score 1-0, then that game is over. We don't need them to score. So we could take a draw and still qualify by some luck
The other
um
teams lose or
if
draw.
if not Aston Villa is the team that is going to, if it wins, then it's going to be bad news for us. We have to win our game, so we need Manchester United to at least show how good they are. To at least, at least
Was he
you can't
talking at
lose all
3
games.
losses at the end of the season?
No,
Senior.
you can't lose all games, boy. Hata kama this is a football, jaribu this time.
I did
So for me,
Nottingham tunakula.
so it's for me it's Man City, Newcastle, and
And
Chelsea.
Chelsea. All
Yeah,
right.
but Chelsea is gonna be a hard one.
Chelsea,
But
Aston
of
Villa,
course
Forest wanaenda
we. Okay, yeah. Forest hata wakishinda, they need the other teams also to lose. You see,
Yeah.
so
Aston Villa lazima ilose.
Because, yeah, they have an inferior goal difference. Hiyo tu ndio
they play a
inaona.
goal difference, and they're
Yeah,
the
they're
last. They
inferior.
are 65, right?
Yeah.
So they did above 68. Yeah. So having said that, good night, guys. Tomorrow,
Ai,
Thank you,
utaki
Kelong.
kusikia zangu?
sema basi zako alafu nilale.
Hey. Hey. My 3 teams personally, honestly, like 2, I'll give based on 2. 1, out of hate. I don't want City. Kabisa, like hata sitaki City qualify. Hata heri tu like venye mnaomba
Washa qualify.
sijui like no, hawaja qualify. They can only qualify if
Watafika.
Chelsea doesn't win and Aston
Yeah.
Villa and Newcastle don't win their teams. That's the only way they can qualify, literally. But if Aston Villa,
Angalia
Chelsea,
Fulham, angalia
no,
Fulham
Fulham has
surely.
been good. No, if Fulham this
Sawa.
year, wamekuwa sawa. Trust me, like wamekuwa sawa.
Angalia
But
their last matches. Angalia their last matches.
that's fine. The other week, hata nakumbuka mi na Alex were here on live and Alex was like, Kotis, unaona mkishinda nini Newcastle. Nikamwambia, yes, it's for the fact that Arsenal has been losing points. Arsenal doesn't have it in them. Kushinda lose points back to back. They can, and they have, and I told Alex, tutashinda Newcastle. Akuniamini, here we are. So,
Actually, say predicted you guys to win quarters. It's Jalala who
yo,
said
but
you
you,
guys are going to lose. Ndio huyu hata
who
hapa
said,
kwa comment section.
who said it?
Jalala. Ndio huyu hapa. Anasema Jalala is the one who predicted you guys would lose to Newcastle because he said they are very physical.
Yeah, no, but I was saying that yes, we've already lost to them, and I told you before, Arsenal does not lose back to back to one team. They don't. We either lose or draw on the next, and that's what I was saying. And the fact that prior to us playing Newcastle, we had lost a bunch of points. We had 2 draws and a loss. Kama mnakumbuka. So
Yeah. And
yeah.
na mlitandikwa na PSG, usisahau hiyo.
No, I was talking in terms
Ama
of league, yani. No,
umeinclude hiyo. Oh.
I was talking in terms of the
Yeah.
league, like league, because in
Yeah,
the
you're
league
coming
we
to the
had
game like the hot dogs. That's
yeah,
my point here.
yes, we will come to the game as a hard dog, but you also know that unajuanga like mtu amekupiga wa kwanza ni chungu, yes, but the revenge is always
Twitter.
the revenge is always sweeter. And as you remember last season, pia tuko tumetandikwa na Aston Villa both legs. You can see this season they haven't won any against us. So and that's why I was telling them like it's okay, they did that and they did all that. Nilikuwa najua we'll come back against them. And all I know is my top 3 for me. I'm hoping it would be Newcastle, Chelsea, and
Top 5.
Nottingham. I mean,
Nottingham
Yeah.
maji inataka shock.
si tumetoa the top 2, achana na top 2. We're talking about
No,
the other
So
3.
unamaanisha
But now Nottingham and Chelsea cannot qualify at the same time.
Yeah, they
because-
can't. But if they both win and the other 2 teams, let's
No,
say Aston
how
Villa.
will Chelsea and Nottingham win and they're
Oh
playing the same?
yeah, they're not facing each other. Nimesahau. Oh yeah, so guys.
So
I mean, if you guys draw, if you guys draw, it's actually a possibility. But
No,
because
it's
you guys
not.
have it, it's
Because-
not. Yeah, of course, you have
No, no,
superior goal difference. Yeah.
and because also Nottingham Forest has 65 points. You know, Nottingham is number 7 in that list, right? Then
hata tukidraw
Aston Villa, Chelsea are tying with 66. Then who's 67? Newcastle, I
Chelsea.
guess.
Chelsea.
Let me pull
Then
up the table.
68.
Actually,
68.
along Newcastle, we have the same points. It's just that
Oh.
Yeah, it is
goal
66.
difference.
Everyone
Goal
is 66
difference.
except
Oh,
for
oh.
everyone is
City.
66 except for City.
Yeah, for City. City just need a
Oh.
point.
Ai,
Yeah.
Forest wako 65. Forest wako 65.
Yeah, 65.
Yeah.
The Man Forest, they have to beat us in order to
Wako 65.
qualify.
So anyway,
Yeah.
my
Newcastle,
my other
Chelsea,
3 teams for me, my other 3
Mm.
teams for me, this is if City loses their next game, okay? If City loses their next game, my other 3 teams would be Chelsea, Newcastle, and Aston Villa. But if City wins their next game, itakuwa Newcastle and Chelsea and City. That means it takes
Okay.
out Aston Villa and Nottingham.
So guys,
Yeah.
good
Okay,
night.
sawa.
But my
Big
prayer
up
is
Cotes.
my prayer is either City or Chelsea moja tu itolewe.
Wewe kuenda.
Wewe. Tanyongwa na hiyo mate wewe.
There's no way you both are qualifying. Because imagine this next year. Imagine, guys, picture this. Next year in the UCL, there's City, Chelsea, Arsenal,
Nini Tottenham.
Tottenham. These are 4 teams out of 4 teams out of top 6 ziki compete. Anyway,
Ziko
it's a bamba
sawa.
though. If it goes like that, it's a bamba though. It will be better. Tuone who is
Imagine
the big
Banta
dog.
Chelsea,
Ndio mjue.
Arsenal.
Of course.
Sisi kawaida Chelsea.
Yeah, of course.
Aye.
Chelsea ndo magwiji pale
Chelsea is the
UCL.
big dog.
Magwiji.
Anyway, I say Laleni, Mani
The
oja.
fans. Good night, guys.
Grizzly
Sawa,
haja
so
show
you
up.
guys
So
promise tutakuwa na show kali on Sunday.
All right.
Sawa.
Yeah, Sunday.
Sunday we'll have a show. Hii ilikuwa tu show impromptu, but anyway, thanks for coming. Thanks for Jalala in the comment section. Tupatane Sunday. Quinto usikose Sunday. Sunday we have a big show. Last week mliacha Cotes
Mike iko
hapa
sawa.
kama akijitetea peke yake after alituambia ati Pedri is overrated.
yeah.
Eh. So this week
I
mnakuja
Pedri
mnambaga.
maestro. Pedri maestro.
Man, I'm the only person who will show up, whether it's bad or good. I was thinking, hadi Kelom saying, najua next week na vibaya, hamtamuona for 2 months until ligi rudi.
No, not really. Mashughuli zingine huwa inanikaba, but other good night guys and
Yes,
see
Good
you
night.
Sunday.
I'm just happy si Manu ilishinda.
Big up to everyone.